Good morning, good evening, good night. I believe BraveCarriesFr, and I got 4-1 at the OTS championship I just went to, which means I got 4th place due to tiebreakers. A little unfortunate, I ended up placing solo after such a solid record, but it is what it is. The deck, I felt like was fine. It went second pretty well. I mean, I wish I could have went second more. I went first more times than I went second. So, you know, like, that felt kind of rough, but whenever it did go second, it felt really good, except for... We'll get into the matchups later. So let's just start with the deck list. We got the 3 Hydra. Yes, that's his name. 3 Chandra, 2 Fadra. I think this is a good lineup of Tenpais. I don't think you should be playing 3 of this, but you could argue it, to be honest. Like, you should be playing 3 of each of these. You need as much consistency as possible, because we don't have the infinite forbidden stuff yet. Bestial Magnet as well, as just a wee hand trap that can also work as a bit of engine, working with other cards that you play in the deck, like Ghost Ogre and everything like that. You know, these are just... these 7 in particular are just the way to start. They are fantastic cards. I actually like Bestial Magnet a lot, even if it conflicts with this, which is... but this card is fucking fantastic. It's a good card going first, which desperately needs. You can't set up enough of a going first board against something like Snake Eye or Snake Eye Fire King, because they have just got too much engine, and this is able to help with that. It also provides a discard fodder for Sang and Summoning, which is always really helpful. It's got a good board presence, and it's an easy card to side out as well. So, a lot of useful reasons for that. I'm not playing a lot of hand traps. I'm literally just playing these 3... the 3 Ash, the 3 Ogre, I mean, obviously the Bestial Magnet, and then I'm just gonna skip to the end here. We got 3 Imperm as well. I liked board breakers more than I liked hand traps. However, this week I was like, you know what, let's just give hand traps a try. Let's see how they do. And to be honest, they actually did do really well, especially Ash whenever it came up against the mirror. This card is crazy, dude. But I don't know. I need more testing with this to really properly identify if hand traps are better or not. I think I like board breakers more. We play 1 Terraforming, 3 Sang and Summoning. Again, consistency things, you know. This is probably the best card in the deck because it makes all your guys unaffected, so you can like Black Rose an opponent's board without being touched, which I did do earlier, which was kind of fantastic to play 3 Sang and Kaiman, because again, it's like one of the things you want to activate in the battle phase after you search it off of this. Yeah, no, just again, another consistency piece, you know, like this is full combo, so that's nice. And then we have 3 Prosby for consistency pieces, and then 3 Pot of Desires as well. This card was really good. Even though these 2 kind of conflict, they still are good enough to the point where, like, it doesn't really matter. You just need to get to your engine cards, and I don't really care how to get to them, other than, you know, like, you just get them. But to be fair, there was one time I went Desires, and I drew Shifter and Pot of Prosperity off of it, which felt kind of bad, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. They were good droplet sends, which we'll get to in 2 seconds, but yeah, they're the consistency stuff. And then next, we're just playing 6 board breakers in the 3 droplets that I just mentioned. This card is fucking, oh my god, this card. Oh, it's my new love and pride in life. This card is crazy. And then 2 Lightning Storms and a Duster. A lot of people aren't playing this. There was a guy actually that was playing a Cosmic Cyclone instead of a Duster. Shout out to Michael. And I kind of like the theory behind it, because if you play against like Runic, you can still sort of get rid of the Runic field spell without having to trade into like a Hugin or something. But you know, these are fine. I think these are pretty good. I like these 3 especially. I just don't want to deal with any back row, and then this just gets rid of all the monster stuff. Like, anytime I drew this today, I think I won, so that's always nice. And anytime I got to successfully resolve the Duster, the Lightning Storm again, I won as well. That's the 40 in the main deck. In the extra deck's like kind of not. It's kind of standard, and it's not really like experimental or anything. But we'll get into these 3. These 3 are like sort of toolboxy kind of things. This did come up, the Ancient Fairy Dragon, to win a game in time. That was kind of funny. The Meteor Burst Dragon, never used this. Never used Destroyer. Theoretically, these cards are good, especially Destroyer into Yubel. But here, you know, sometimes you get to play them, sometimes you don't. It is what it is. And then the 2 Biden Dragion, the level 10 guy. And then I play like some Black Rose Dragon package. I play a Moonlight Dragon, a Black Rose Dragon, a Ruddy Rose Dragon, and then we play the star of the show, Trident Dragion. What makes this deck a little terrifying, because you can just pump out so much damage at once. This was probably my favorite extra deck card of the day, though. Like, anytime this was sort of summoned or committed to the board, like, you kind of just won, because the field spell prevents your guys from being touched in main phase, and then this prevents anything from being touched in the battle phase. So that's always nice. Yeah, alright, we're just going to keep dropping cards. That's always lovely. Then we play some going first cards in the Ultimate Zulkin and the Crystal Wing. I made this once, I did end up losing that game, but that's just because the, was it Ray in his hand? He's playing Snake Eye, his hand was just gas. And I think I could have used my interruptions a little bit better, so it's not entirely all up to him. It was a little bit of misplay, I guess, on my part, but I feel like I did fine. I just didn't have enough. I think I drew 4 engine and a Fenrir that game or something. Either way, or no, 4 engine and a droplet is what I drew. And he made me go first in round 1. It's like, I don't really have all my ways to go first yet. And then I just played 3 links. Spheres was great because I went first a billion times today, so having spheres being able to tag into your engine if you like when you need it on the follow-up is great. The Fire Charmer and the Princess never came up, but theoretically they're pretty good into the mirror in case you can't access your own engine. You have like an Ash and a Fenrir, so yeah, it's pretty good. And then we get into the side deck. We got Triple Dimension Shifter. This card was okay. You know, I don't think I wouldn't play it, but the more I've played like other hand shops in the main norm, like, yeah, no, this is definitely a side deck card. We played 3 Pistials, didn't side this in once today, but didn't really play any matchups where this was particularly useful, maybe except Labyrinth, but the back row removal cards were better, which, speaking of, there's the 3 Cosmic Cyclone. I obviously play the other ones in the main deck. I want to play evenly so bad, but obviously this deck can't really do that because your entire objective is to kill your opponent in 1 turn. And cards that can help with that is Heatwave and Dimensional Barrier. These are good into the mirror, especially. Heatwave, I'm borderline thinking of main decking. It's actually ridiculous because, like, the amount of times that I've been made to go first in my local scene, it's just, yeah, no, if I just Heatwave in game 1, it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? It's like, yeah, you correctly predicted I was on Tenpai, but you did not predict that I'm on Heatwave in the main. So that was the Tenpai list that I played. I went 4-1, as I mentioned before. I ended up going 4th. I don't know how many players it was. I was like 21 or something. I don't know. Either way, 4th place. Pretty good finish. I'm very happy with how the deck did. Let's see. Round 1, I played against Snake Eye. Round 2, I played against the, was it the Goblin Biker, Punk Pile, whatever it is. Round 3, I ended up playing against Labyrinth. Round 4, I played against Hero in round 4. That's what it was. Round 5, I played against the Mirror. Yeah, no, this deck, every time I actually went to go second and I drew good cards, like I didn't draw multiple of the same card, it was pretty good. Going second into the Snake Eye deck, this deck is definitely going to need a little bit of work, but it feels fine if I could actually draw like Lightning Storm or Duster or Droplet or like Imperms or anything like that. Instead, I think I also played into the board a little bit pearly with the hand, but it's fine. You know what? This deck's good. I really enjoyed it, and I feel like it's got a bright future ahead of it, and I do believe in the competitive viability of this deck. If you enjoyed, consider dropping a like, maybe a sub if you're really interested in any more future content. Drop a comment on anything like notes that you have for this deck list, and I'll see you around. You have a great rest of your day.